Oh.
I can't find the file anywhere.
Okay,
So I'm not sure where the file will have to do a deeper search once Adriana gets back from the training.
okay. And then we need to, can you tell me, is he on bond on any of his cases?
The two cases. The 1198 is showing fugitive.
Mhm.
1197 doesn't have a status.
Okay,
Your Honor, I can tell you that the district attorney has followed the deputy say that he is not in custody.
okay.
There is a federal detainer, so I don't know if maybe that's happening.
Ah, okay.
I think the marshals might happen, but
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Well, she's trying to.
Cecilia Cortez?
I'm present on that.
Yes.
Apparently, my client didn't make an appearance this morning. May I try to contact her and see if I can get in touch with her? I had the office call this morning, but she didn't answer, so
All right.
I just want to let the court know I'm here.
What we can do is we'll go on the record with it now, and then if she makes an appearance, we'll take that up when we take it up. All right, Cecilia Cortez? All right, Dinah, you ready? Can I have a prosecutor, please? Court is calling 2023 CR 9298, State of Texas versus Cecilia Ashley Cortez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
defense?
Jesse Sepulveda for Cecilia
right.
Cortez.
This here was scheduled at 9 a.m. It is now 9:24 a.m. The defendant has not made an appearance in court. Deputy Laura, did you make an announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, I did, and there's one, sir.
Counsel, have you had contact with your client?
Not recently, Your Honor. I'm going to try to contact her today.
All right, state.
Your Honor, we asked for a bond forfeiture.
All right, that'll be granted. Your client will be remanded without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Maybe excused.
Yes.
She has to take her.
And who is the state on Adriana Harrison?
He is that, Judge.
All right. Mr. Callahan is out sick.
I heard.
Yes. So we're gonna have to reset that. I'm trying to see, because I know y'all have witnesses here. I don't know if y'all can contact him or you have a cell number. You can text him and see if he would be okay. If your witnesses would be allowed to appear by Zoom for next time.
Okay, Judge, I don't have his contact information, but I'm sure somebody in here does.
Yes.
I have it.
We don't know yet. So if you will, give the number to the state then. And is that his cell number? Is there any attorney here who has Denny Callahan's cell number? People are like, no. Okay. Well, the work is 737. Okay. She thinks she may have it. And Anna,
Yes,
Dinah says she has a cell number.
I don't know if it still works either.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. You know, this feels a little bit like Lord of the Rings. I'm asking people to step forward and they're stepping forward to go on a quest. Sure. Okay, no problem.
Man, don't put your neck up in here. I need you to step out.
Oh, thank you. I'll let mom know you said that. Oh, I'll tell her. Okay, Monique's. And Anna, if you could, when you reach out to Denny Callahan, if you all can see if you could confer on a date.
Yes.
Sonia Muniz. And Vashawn, sorry to interrupt on Summer Muniz. Do you know what the status is of the medical?
She was just cleared from medical, now we're just like a transport.
Okay. All right. So, all right, so we're gonna put you on January 16th, but you may be transferred before then. You understand? All right, so when you're at the jail, it's not gonna show you as having a January 16th court date, because if we actually put the date in the system as a real court date, if your transfer is up before then, they won't transfer you because they'll see you have court. So everybody in the court and the staff know that if you haven't been transferred, we're gonna bring you back on January 16th. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions?
No.
All right, I'm expecting good things from you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Just
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes. All right, thank you. Jose Jimenez. Who's the? Oh, Mr. Jimenez. All right, everyone, please whisper. All right, why are we here on him?
Your Honor, there was a travel request, it's probably still in your Adobe.
Okay. Yes, one moment, let me find it.
Print it out, Judge.
Let me see before we kill another tree. Yes, if you could print it out. But I do remember it now. Deputy Lar, while you were gone, they tried to help me with my pronunciation of where he needs to go. It didn't turn out great. Coahuila or something?
Oh, well, we know how to say it.
Oh, did I just say it correctly or no? Oh, wow.
See?
I'm impressing myself. You know, now they say that you can get the language thing for a lifetime for about $169. And so you can learn as many languages as you want to.
Is it that one?
No. Starts with an R.
Oh, is it this one?
Mhm. Thank you. All right, who's the prosecutor on this travel? I think Anna, you're the one who signed it.
That's me.
So, oh, and if you guys could move over here. All right, and on this one, because I know you're not the attorney who did the plea, or the attorney who's had him before, but he's been allowed to travel there before, and I didn't know if you were aware of that or not.
I did see that, Your Honor, in the court's file that he had been allowed to travel before. The complainant asked that I express her concerns to you, that she has family in the same area that the defendant would be traveling to, and she would be there at roughly the same time. So we did want to express her concerns to you, Judge.
All right, we'll go on the record. Court is calling 2023 CR 3541, State of Texas versus Jose Arturo Jimenez. Can I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Anna Ochoa Nelson.
And are you Jose Jimenez?
Yes.
We have an interpreter here. If you could raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear and affirm you will faithfully translate from English into Spanish and Spanish into English, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Norma Nero.
Mr. Jimenez, you're here today without an attorney. The court will note that your previous attorney who worked out this plea bargain agreement had fulfilled their duties as your attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you do not have an attorney here today, correct?
No, Your Honor.
So this is a correct request by Mr. Jimenez to travel to Coahuila, Mexico, to attend his family reunion beginning December 14th and then returning on January 2nd. In the request, it's noted the address where Mr. Jimenez will be staying. And state you have an objection.
Yes, Your Honor. In response to the request filed with the court, the state did reach out to the complainant in the case to see if she had any concerns. She did express to us that she had concerns because there would be some overlap in their travel plans in the same area due to having family members, each side having family members that resided in that area, and she was concerned.
All right, and what is the overlap?
I'm not exactly sure.
All right,
She
is
did
it an
not let us-
overlap in dates?
Excuse me, Judge, she's already there and she'll be there till around February 1st, I believe is what my advocate informed.
All right, and during the last time that Mr. Jimenez was there, was she there as well?
I believe during one of the previous times he's allowed to travel, she was there, Judge. I did see notes in the file with that, and I am aware that he has had permission to travel before. I'm not aware of any incidents between the two at this time.
All right, and does anyone know what family members do they have in common? If we know, if not, I'll ask him.
Yeah, I'm not sure about family members in common, Judge. I think it's family members residing in the same vicinity.
All right, Mr. Jimenez, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. Do you and the complainant have any relatives in common?
Sí, señor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what relatives do you have in common?
Hermanos, cuñados, tíos, sobrinos.
Brothers, uncles, nieces and nephews.
And if she were to be in Mexico, which I'm being told that she's currently in Mexico, does she see the same people that you see?
Sí, señoría.
Yes, Your Honor.
Actually, vive allá. Ya vive allá.
Actually, she lives there.
Lives at the same location where you're planning on staying?
No, es diferente dirección.
No, it's a different address.
All right, explain to the court, because I have this Trevino San Pedro address that you've given me. Is that a house? Is that an apartment complex? Is it a condominium? What is it?
It's a house.
All right. So in that house, who lives there?
Mis hermanos.
My brothers.
All right. What is the distance of where she stays in relationship to your home?
Aproximadamente una milla.
Approximately a mile.
Okay. All right, any other questions?
No other questions, Judge.
All right, so normally I would say he's not allowed to go, but he's gone before, and this is a misdemeanor. So these will be my rules, and you can let her know these are my rules. I'm going to allow you to travel, but there cannot be any contact with her. Do you understand?
Sí, señorita.
Yes, Your Honor.
So if there is a Christmas celebration and she's at the Christmas celebration, family members are going to have to make some hard choices on whether or not you're at the Christmas celebration or she's at the Christmas celebration.
Sí, señor.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're not to be at any events that she is at. So if you were to go to a restaurant and she's there, you'll need to leave that restaurant.
Sí, señorita.
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is there anything else you would like to add?
No, Judge.
Right. So I'll allow you to travel, but with those conditions. If you violate those conditions, we're gonna have an issue. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and how has he been doing on probation?
No issues, Judge.
All right. So I'll grant the travel permit. All right, is there anything else from either side?
Sí, tenía algo para usted.
Yes, I have something for you.
All right.
Son las horas comunitarias.
They are the community hours.
Que el supervisor me dijo que solo usted las podía autorizar porque es una iglesia.
That my supervisor told me that you can only validate because they were done at a church.
All right, with regards to, I'm familiar with the Ministry of the Third Cross. With regards to that, they'll have to tell me how many hours it was. And so I'll allow that because I know what activities they have them do there. And it's really to help them progress with their probation and with their life skills. So I'll give him some credit for that. I just need to know the hours.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, keep up the good work.
Maybe. excuse me.
Yes, thank you so much. All right, who are the parties on Jose Montemarino? And then after that, it will be Jose Lopez. All right, today is plea deadline date. All right, today is the plea deadline date.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is he requesting a jury trial?
Your Honor, at this time, he is requesting a jury trial. We have conveyed the offer. We also can confer it again with the prosecution again this morning. Mr. Martin Moreno has stated that he would like to exercise his privilege to jury trial, Your Honor.
All right, so your plea deadline date has expired. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements in this case without good cause. Otherwise, you'll have to plead open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes.
State, how long do you expect this trial?
Yeah, I'd say 3 to be safe, but it depends on how y'all.
Yeah, 2 days.
2 days.
All right. Probably 1 day if we include jury trial plus witness selection. Okay, Bill is
I've
looking
got it
at
done,
me.
Judge.
He's looking at me. I'm being overly optimistic. I guess it will depend on if he were found guilty, if you would be going to the court for punishment or the jury. Do you know?
I haven't discussed election of punishment comprehensively with him, Judge. I definitely lean in a certain direction, but I'd like to confer with him on that. I would ask if that's something we could do, but the day of, even I would say regardless, I still think that I think 2 days is appropriate. And we try to finish it a day for good.
All right, I'll put you down for February 6th. And let me make sure I have an acknowledgement of discovery.
Your Honor, I'm not completely on the court's procedure. I'm putting the offer on the record, or we can do that today, but I would like to put it on the record.
Oh, sure. I'll tell you what, I'll step outside and you can place it on the record. And that'll give me a time. I'll write your reset form. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge. Yes, yes.
All right, thank you. So he may be done.
Is there a excuse or something? to give him first time? Plus the reset. If the reset function works, we had an issue. The official reset form from the judge, signed by the judge. Because it shows that you were here today, and then you reset to the sixth. Yes. Let's get it.
Vashawn, do you have a reset form for them? No. Yeah. All right, Jose Lopez.
Did you need this?
Oh, no, you just signed it. All right, Jose Lopez.
Oh, I think the offer was that fine, so we're just rejecting.
All right, today is your plea deadline date. Are you accepting or rejecting the offer?
Jake.
Okay. State, which case are you proceeding on first? Will it be the aggravated robbery?
That was a moment, Judge. I'm gonna grab the. Please.
Okay.
Yes, Judge. It'd be the aggravated robbery, because that's the only one, Judge.
All right. And counsel, how long are you expecting this jury trial to last?
Stay. I think 3 days, Judge.
3 days. Are there extra videos?
No, Judge, no, there's no 13-hour videos that I'm aware of.
Okay. And let me see here. All right, I'm going to set you for March 5th. That will be your jury trial date. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements in this case without good cause. Otherwise, you have to plea open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you'll be brought over dressed in whatever civilian clothing you have at the jail. If you wish to be attired in something different, you'll have to do a clothing exchange. Counsel, if there's an issue with the clothing exchange, just let the court know.
We will, Your Honor.
All right, and Deputy Laura, if you'll have the defendant sign the reset. Please.
Yeah.
Who's here on Ernest Mora? Good morning. All right, do you have an attorney?
Yes.
No, are you hiring an attorney? That's what we're here for. You said that you were gonna hire an attorney.
At that moment, I wasn't aware that I had one.
Okay,
'Cause Can I explain some of the confusion?
sure.
The appointment letter that I got, had his wrong address and his wrong phone number.
Ah,
So I sent him a letter, as I always do when I get appointed on someone. Of course, he didn't go to the address,
Okay.
and then the phone number is wrong. And
Ah.
last time I was on Zoom, and he didn't get the information of who his lawyer was, so that's why he got it without a lawyer, but we're on the same page now. I've got his new address and his phone number.
all right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset this for the new year because I see there is a DWI third.
That's correct.
And if you'll make sure that he gets discovery on that, and I'll set it for January 29th.
Okay, Judge.
Is that a good time for you, counsel?
It is, Judge.
All right, let me give you a reset form and then you are excused.
I have one more matter for later in the morning, Judge.
Okay.
I'll get to the side of this.
And Mr. Garcia, I hope I put the 2024 day on that, right? All right, great. Anna, were you all able to get in touch with Denny Callahan?
I sent him text messages, Judge, in a group chat with Zach, and we have had no response so far.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset it just so we can figure out what the date is going to be. But I'm going to reset it for that first week in January. So I'll set it for January 4th.
For confirm,
Yes, so y'all can confer and we can see about the date. So we're gonna reset it for January 4th. And then we'll see if Jenny Callahan will allow the state's witnesses to appear by Zoom since they were here. And so that's what we'll be doing on January 4th. And of course, if anybody wants to proceed on January 4th, we can as well.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Could I see the file on Adriana Harrison?
Yes.
And could you bring Adriana Harrison out?
She's downstairs.
Well, can you let her know that her attorney is ill and we're gonna bring her back on January 4th?
Mr. Callahan also has Mackenzie Purvis.
All right, could I see Purvis? And Purvis will be back on January 4th as well. All right, is the person who was here for Adriana Harrison still here? Or has she left?
I don't see her, Judge.
Okay. And State Mackenzie Purvis is gonna come back on January 4th as well. Unless, just one second, hold off on that. See if you can have Mr. Purvis come up. And we'll see if he wants to proceed with a new attorney or if he wants to wait for Mr. Callahan. Because Denny said that if, at least he told Norma that on one of the cases, if they wanted another attorney, they could have one. No. Okay, sure, no problem.
That way.
What do I do need to be said?
Let me know the name and-
Um,
Judge of always. What's the name?
The last name is Torres, Tony Torres. Perfect.
Good morning. Tony Torres. Hello,
morning, Judge.
good morning. All right, is your client on?
Right hand, very bad.
All right, did you have a chance to confer with the state?
I have, Judge. I got an offer today. It's the first setting. It's asking for a reset.
Second setting, because November 30th was the first setting.
That was, for a, bond hearing, Judge.
Okay.
We
And
have,
does your client have the PAM device?
do you have the portable device
Yes.
installed? Yes.
The BT Bluetooth regular,
Oh, you have that?
the photo.
Okay.
Review for the phone,
Yes.
the tablet, your phone.
All right, are you sick?
Oh, yes.
Okay, with what?
Well, allergies.
Oh, okay,
I take that.
all right. So do you have all the discovery or no?
I've received discovery, judges.
But all of the discovery, you have that?
Yes.
There's no blood or breath discovery?
I've received the lab results. I don't have the litigation packet yet. I haven't requested that.
Okay. All right. Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset on Tony Torres for a plea deadline date.
I can do, January the 9th.
All right, January 9th.
I will be in trial that day, Judge.
All right. Can you do it the week after?
Yes, ma'am.
I can do the 16th. That works. It's just the next Tuesday.
Okay. Ms. Ferguson, 16th?
Yes, sir. That's fine.
All right, January 16th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Okay.
Sure. All right, we've done so many trials. I'm Genevieve Lopez. Ah, yes, okay, now I remember. Mine still is still trapped. Mark Anthony Ramirez.
That's, is he still there? Yeah, yes, it's Mark Anthony Ramirez, not Sanchez.
Yes.
I'm just gonna ask if we could possibly reset this for the following week or right after the new year, because unbeknownst to me, I sort of miscalendared this setting. And my wife and I and the grandkids have a road trip scheduled for tomorrow to go to New Mexico.
Ah,
And I want to avoid being divorced or anything like that. Please.
so when is this set for?
It's set for tomorrow, Judge.
Okay,
I didn't know.
all right.
I thought I was clear on my calendar.
So is this set for a motion to revoke?
Yes, sir.
Is he in custody?
I believe he is.
All right, is Mark Anthony Ramirez in custody?
It's a Docket, Judge Amy has been trusted.
All right. So Ms. Ferguson, I need this set for the first week in January.
January 3rd.
That's fine.
All right, so we'll be back on January 3rd. Safe travels.
Thank you, Judge.
Hey, maybe you can meet up with Richard Garcia.
Oh, also,
Yeah.
I run into a lot of people sometimes on these trips. Either here, or either there or Colorado.
So where are you planning on going?
Well, we're going to Albuquerque first for a little while, and then the kids want to ski, so we're going to Angel Fire right on the other side of Santa Fe, close to Taos.
Oh, you're going to New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Oh, I thought you were going to Mexico.
No,
Okay.
New Mexico.
Okay.
New Mexico. Yeah, they're 18 and 13, so my wife and I are not skiing. We're
Now,
gonna be sitting around the fire.
okay. Well, enjoy. And you're driving?
Yeah, we're gonna drive.
Oh, wow. Enjoy the scenery. I always say whenever you drive, because I've had to drive long distances before, You just have to appreciate the journey and not, oh, we're rushing.
Right.
It's like, just
No, I
relax.
love driving up in there through West Texas and all that area.
Mhm.
Of course, they let you go 80, 85 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Once you leave Junction, man, it's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, well, enjoy.
Thank you so much. Judge.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. And have a happy holiday.
Oh, you too. Thank you. All right. And is Mr. Purvis out?
Here.
Oh. Mackenzie Purvis? All right, you come forward, please. All right, your attorney is ill. So if you would like, we can appoint you another attorney, or you can wait for him to come back, but that will set your case in the new year.
Whatever's fine.
Hmm?
Whatever is fine with you.
No, either one is fine with me. There are some times that I can give people who are in this court choices, other times I cannot. So I mean, the choice is up to you. If you want to be appointed another attorney who perhaps maybe can take care of your case today, we can do that. Or if you would like to wait for the new year for Mr. Callahan, you can.
Right now, it's fine.
All right, if you have a seat, we'll see about getting you an attorney.
I appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome. Ms. Ferguson. Can you see if Ms. Gonzalez is on the appointment wheel? Do we know? Gonzalez. Leo's wife.
Oh.
All right. Yes. And it's Mackenzie Purvis.
Jimmy Barrientos. Thank you. A motion to adjudicate. They're gonna recommend continuing. Okay.
What is the last name?
Barrientos. Barrientos.
Renee Torres. All right. Mr. Torres, you probably need to take a seat in the box, okay? Is that correct, Deputy Laura? Yes. And Norma? Mr. Torres will probably need an attorney if you can check to see if there's one in the system.
No, those are all there.
Joaquin Mendez, I'm sorry. Oh, his attorney is outside? Okay. Joaquin Mendez. Joaquin Mendez. Who is his attorney, Vashon? That's okay. Mr. Torres, who's your attorney? All right. Who's here on Jimmy Barrientos? Sure.
You want me to do that before?
Oh, no, we can, well, I'll let you do it after. I don't want you traveling too much. Do you need to have a chair?
That's okay, Judge. I need on this, the time I should stand up a little bit more than those.
All right, court is calling 2021 CR not 2983 State of Texas versus Jimmy Richard Barrientos. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense.
I'm sorry, Eddie Garcia for Mr. Barrientos.
And are you Mr. Barrientos?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Jimmy Richard Barrientos who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2983 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 4 grams to 200 grams on January 12th, 2022 for a period of 3 years. Is that you? State?
Violated condition number 2 on or about the 16th day of March 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Jimmy Richard Barrientos, did then and there illegally use a controlled substance, namely cocaine, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Speak up a little.
And Your Honor,
All right.
Your Honor, we waived the other violations alleged in the motion.
Any objections to the waivers?
No, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to the violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2? Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. We're asking that you deny the motion and alter and amend the conditions for a felony drug court referral. And if the defendant is not accepted in felony drug court to come back to court, Judge.
All right. Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And know that you are going to get drug tested today.
Everything.
All right, so I want a drug test today, and then I'll make a decision. Probation, can I get a drug test for Mr. Barrientos?
I'll just remind the court, last time we were on Zoom, you asked him the same thing and he admitted that he had them. And you had asked him to go to NA meetings before today.
Mhm.
He came to my office afterwards and I got online and I found a place on San Fernando Street.
Mhm.
I actually talked to the person myself and I set up the appointment for him. He went like he was supposed to, but there was nobody there to attend him. He went twice in 2 weeks. And unfortunately, there wasn't anybody there. So I'm just worried that that self-admission last time where he did say that he was positive, I don't know that enough time has passed for him to be negative today, but he did tell me that he has not been using since he was last in court, and he did try to make those meetings that you wanted him to go to.
All right. And Mr. Barrientos, I know that there are health concerns with you, but I'm going to want a UA today. We're not, because of health concerns and health issues, we're not going to be able to do that UA today in court. But you are going to go get a UA today. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Abrams, where can he do a UA today?
Your Honor, at Recovery Healthcare.
All right, so we're going to send you to Recovery Healthcare for that. This is what the court is going to do. I'm going to deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include a referral to felony drug court. However, if he tests positive, he's going to be taken into custody to go to safety. And let me just tell you the reason why I'm doing that. Because with your medical conditions, with everything else that's going on with you, using drugs is not good. Using drugs is never good for anybody because the last time you use may be the last time you use, but doubly it's an issue for you. You understand? So I'm going to deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include a referral to felony drug court. There's to be a UA today, December 18th. If positive, then safety.
You tell safe people take him with all these medical issues?
Yes, they will.
If that happens.
Okay. Now, if you are negative, you are to continue with your AA or NA meetings. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right. Does that sound fair to you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. Good luck to you. If you need anything, just let the court know.
Bye.
Sir, sit in the first table.
All right. Who's here? Mark Anthony Reyes.
I am, Your Honor.
All right, if you all approach. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 9462, State of Texas versus Mark Anthony Reyes. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state yard.
Defense.
Todd Lessard for Mark Reyes.
And are you Mr. Reyes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? And did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, off the record for a moment. Ms. Purvis, you can move down to the end to speak with your attorney. Sure, no problem. We're back on the record. Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Reyes, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
I've already signed that. That's okay. I'm going to show you what's entitled court admonishments. And I'm sorry, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of burglary of a building with intent to commit theft? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Reyes, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, there's a $500 fine to be probated and the state recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
There are not, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the agreement. The state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 14 months. There be a TAP evaluation, 80 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Brentwood MS at 1602 West Thompson Place, San Antonio, Texas, 78226. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. I offer State's Exhibit 1 in the attachments. No objections.
All right, states you may continue to confirm.
Thank you.
Showing you what's entitled wavering consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, my client is very motivated to make certain that he complies with this court's orders. If this court is going to grant him deferred adjudication, he understands the ramifications if he does not. And he would very much like this court to follow the recommendation.
All right. Mr. Reyes, why are you going into schools?
I went to go use, I didn't use the restroom and that's what I was looking for at the time. I just needed to go to the restroom and then.
All right, was this during a weekday?
I can't remember.
All right.
I know it was after hours.
All right, so why do you think it's okay for you to go into property that is not yours to use the restroom? That's what gas stations are for.
I didn't think it was okay. I just needed to use the restroom and I just went in and left. I didn't mean to cause no trouble or anything.
All right, you can't do that.
I'm
You
sorry.
understand? You're not allowed to go into places where somebody has not welcomed you. And if you're not a student, you're not allowed to be on campus unless you have clearance to be on campus. And you're definitely not allowed to go into schools after hours. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So why can you use the restroom at your home or some other place?
I had to use the restroom right there and then I couldn't wait.
Okay, there's something else going on. When in my time on the planet, even though I'm in the twilight of my life, when I have to use the restroom and it's an emergency, I either go to, if there's a McDonald's near, I just go in and say, I'm buy a Coke, use the restroom, buy a Coke, that's it, because they want you to buy something. Or either you go to a gas station, I go to the gas station, I'm like, this is filthy, I'm just gonna have to hold it and hopefully my kidneys will survive. But I don't go on at a school campus after hours. So again, we're back to, why are you on a school campus after hours? Was there not a gas station near?
I wasn't near a gas station, I don't think.
All right, are you homeless?
Yes,
All right, so why don't we start with, you're homeless. How long have you been homeless?
for like 2 years,
So when's the last time you had employment?
the last 4, 5,
Why are you unemployed?
I don't work.
Okay, why don't you work?
I haven't found a job.
There are plenty of jobs around. So have you applied?
No, man.
Okay, so how do you expect to find a job if you haven't applied for a job?
I can unless I go looking for one.
All right, so is there something else going on with your client? Are there mental health issues, anything of that nature?
Judge, I'm not aware of any mental health issues.
All right, are there any mental health issues with you?
No, man.
All right, so a lot of people are going around, they want to be nomads. Fine. You want to live off the land? Fine. You want to carry your backpack, go down the highway and eat off the land, see a fruit tree, eating fruit or whatever, that's fine. But you cannot be inconveniencing other people because you decided that you don't want to work. If you're going to be on probation in here, I require everybody to have a job. So I'm going to give you a choice. And here's your choice. You can do a year at the state jail facility, or you can be on probation here. But if you're on probation here, you will get employment.
Yes, Your Honor.
So which would you prefer?
Probation with a job.
All right. So where are you going to be staying, or who are you going to be staying with?
My mom.
Does your mom want you there?
Mhm.
Have you called her?
No,
So how do you know she wants you there?
because that's where I stay at.
No, you said you were homeless.
Yes, I'm homeless, but I stay outside the house.
What do you mean you stay outside the house? Does she have you living in the yard or something?
Yeah.
With a tent?
No, just outside on a bench.
All right, so I can tell you, if your mom has you living outside on the bench, she does not want you there. So The next question is, what is your drug of choice? What drugs have you been using?
I don't have a drug of choice, but if I were to do one, it would be methamphetamine.
All right, so how many times have you used meth in the past?
It's like a good 6, 7 times.
How far did you go in school?
I graduated 12th grade.
All right, so what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Well, I was trying to, what I was thinking lately is just to get a job but to change my life, make it go around.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to do a $500 fine probated. Do you have any children?
No, man.
Okay. Court is going to sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication, 100 hours of community service restitution, proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. You're not going to be allowed to live with your mom. If your mom doesn't want you in the house, and if she's allowing you to live on a bench outside her property, that means that she doesn't want you there. And the reason why she probably doesn't want you there is because you have issues, the methamphetamine and all of this other stuff and not working. Because how old are you?
33.
You're 33, you're an adult, you should have employment. Nobody else should be supporting you. You understand?
Yes, you are.
I'm going to want a TAP evaluation in custody. Follow TAP recommendations. We'll do a referral to felony drug court, and that referral is to take place in custody. There's to be no contact with Brentwood MS at 1602 West Thompson Place, 78226. There's to be random regular UAs, field visits, 1 time per month until he finds stable housing. And probation, if that housing is at Haven for Hope, I'll consider that stable housing. Anything else he needs? Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Have you ever had employment before in your life?
Mhm.
All right, so you know how to get employment, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. In this court, probation, we take it very seriously. If there is an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel probation is not addressing that issue, then you can come to the court. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're going to have to do better in your life. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
You're
you, Your
welcome.
Honor.
On this one, they're not ready, but they'll let us know when we're ready. And Norma, can you check on Mr. Sandoval? Frankie Sandoval, the attorney? Attorneys, we are recessing at 12. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, thanks. Yes. He's listed as a fugitive on the docket for the motion to revoke. So you'll have to check with I'm not in charge of putting in the system someone's fugitive status, so you have to check with them.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Happy.
Happy holidays.
LSU playing?
Well, you know what? Let me just tell you.
Playing, Judge?
Here's the thing. That's not my concern because we're not in the championship game.
I know.
However, we do have the Heisman Trophy winner.
That's true.
Do you all have a Heisman Trophy winner?
Do we? Iowa? Are you kidding? You
Well,
couldn't
what-
score 15.
Well, what is Iowa doing? Well, you know what?
They're back in they're down in Orlando again.
Well, Cornelius was telling me that they didn't make a bowl game. I think we may be playing Wisconsin. I'm not sure.
You are playing Wisconsin.
Ah, there we go.
My other team.
Hey.
Real team.
Well, you know what? We're not going to show them any mercy.
You're gonna.
We're going to wait for somebody to throw in the towel.
I'm not
I
sure-
say that and we'll see what
I'm
happens.
not sure you'll roll over, but they're not scoring one this year.
We'll see what happens. I was telling everybody LSU this year was sort of the way the Saints were at one time, which you have to score on every possession, and if you don't, you can't win. So hopefully our defense will come along next season.
Wisconsin's got good defense.
Yeah.
But while the quarterback's back, he was injured early in the
Well,
season.
I will tell you this. Who was telling me, James Sealaw. He was saying, surely your quarterback is not going to play. And I said, if I were his agent, I would tell him we're not playing in this game. But,
Hey, he's gonna.
I think he's going to play too. But if I were his agent, I would tell him, no, we don't want to risk it. We're saving you for the draft. Enjoy your holidays. Don't do a good times and
It's
slip.
ironic, Judge. I have my red coat off of Wisconsin.
You do.
But
That's
the
why I
Hawkeyes-
wasn't even going to acknowledge you at first.
But the Hawkeyes, I
Yeah.
guess the leads there.
Oh, wow.
But they have the best defense.
Well, can you believe that Georgia dropped so far? Georgia should really still be in the playoffs.
Alabama's the luckiest team in the last minute
Mhm.
of any team.
Oh, yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Well, be interesting.
Mhm.
What are they playing at?
Hmm?
Where are they playing that game?
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
What bowl is
Let
it?
me see. We'll look it up and see.
Judge, he doesn't have a warranty bond. Looks like he made the bond on 4/15.
Okay.
So
Oh, I'm
this
not,
I did.
I mean, I'm not in charge of that. It's just what's on the docket. So,
This was right before then. So that's why it's fugitive on.
So have we found out what stadium they're playing?
let me see where they're going to be playing. What is the name of this bowl game? Okay, they're just making up bowl names.
I know that. Okay.
What is the
Down towards the bottom.
Relia Quest Bowl?
Check out your just-
Where is that? Let me see.
West. We need more and more bowl games around to justify the new playoffs.
Oh, it's in Tampa, Florida.
Oh, that's good spot.
Yeah, but they now have, they just said there are millions under flood risk.
Yeah,
So,
that's New York, Judge. That's supposed to end it this afternoon. It said Boston, it should clear Boston. They had 5 inches of rain, I guess.
mhm.
Boston by the night, so.
Well, since when it's become a common problem that babies' tongues need to be cut? They said that when babies have trouble breastfeeding, sometimes it's because their tongue is,
That part of the tongue
yeah,
is too small.
And
They
it-
didn't develop correctly, so they cut it off.
and they said that it's attached to.
What question?
Andrew Garcia? Good morning. All right. So where are we on discovery?
Well, this is the first setting. I think I've gotten some, but I can't tell you. We didn't have notice of the setting, so I didn't know how prepared we were. I don't have a file down here or anything. The state has made an offer. My client is convinced it's in his best interest, but I'd like a setting so we can get some organization, make him look at the discovery, that sort of stuff. But I think it's gonna be a plea, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, state, where, do you not have your file down here?
I do, Your Honor, it's right here. I'm tendering it to Mr.
Okay.
Hyatt, as well as the discovery has been tendered via the e-discovery system.
All right, is there anything that you know of that's outstanding, any videos or anything of that nature?
No, Your Honor, to my knowledge, we've complied with 3914.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson. Bring this case back the second week in January. Is that good for you, Mr.?
Sounds great.
All right, what date?
I can do the 11th.
Let me check my calendar, but that sounds okay.
All right, so we're gonna come back on January 11th. January 11th then will be your plea deadline date.
Oh, okay.
Is there any, well, I mean, you all say you have all the discovery.
This case is moving a little fast. I like to be able to actually counsel my client.
Okay,
And one of those strange guys.
all right, so we'll be
Thanks,
back.
Judge.
All right, once he signs the reset form, he's excused.
Well, thank you.
All right, thank you, thank you.
you.
Yes. Yes. Hi, I'm sorry I missed everything.
Okay, we missed you, but you know, there'll be another one.
Yes, and I will be there for that one. It's just everything's
I understand.
topsy-turvy. You know what's going
I
on.
understand, this is
Yeah.
crazy time of year. I have a Jennifer Mora, and the
Mhm.
state has made an offer. And she thinks she wants to take it, but she wants to have a little bit of time.
All right, can I see the file on Jennifer Moore? Jennifer Moore, if you'll come forward, please.
I've already got a setting here that day.
Sure. Can I have that file back, please? All right, Mr. Garcia, your attorney is requesting that your case come back on January 9th instead of the 11th. Is that a good date for you? Yes. All right, thank you.
Yeah, back to the thank you all.
All right, why were you late?
I was late, honestly, because I woke up like 15 minutes beforehand. I didn't hear my alarm and I rushed.
All right, so you cannot be late for court, you understand? Oh, and counsel, you're on this side.
I'm sorry.
Yes, that's okay. State, what is happening with this case? Jennifer Mora?
Yes, sir.
All right, my understanding, defense, you have all the discovery?
Yes, sir.
So I'll need a discovery acknowledgement. And offer's been tendered?
Yes, Judge.
All right, this is coming back the first week in January for a plea deadline date. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need the first week in January for a plea deadline date on Mora.
January 3rd.
All right, you'll be back on January 3rd at 9 a.m.
You're on time.
Okay, all right, just sign, you're welcome. Just sign the reset form, then you're excused.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you.
Can I see the file on Mark Ivy, please? Yes. All right, Norma? On Mark Ivy, my understanding, they think that he has already been sentenced. So I'm gonna put this I want this at the end of January.
February 1st, that's the last week.
All right, we'll do February 1st. We may need to do a bench warrant because my understanding is he was supposed to be sentenced in Maverick City. Well, there was an issue with federal sentencing, and then there may be a murder case out of Maverick City. So let's see what's going on January 1st. Yes. And you can let the attorney know. Oh, I'll call you. Hi, just give me a moment.
Yeah, no, take your time, you're off.
That's done. Arturo Lopez. All right, hello. So where are you all on the medical from the complainant?
Judge, full restitution has been paid to the complaining witness already, and we're eventually gonna plead this case out, so we'd like one more reset, like a month or so.
All right, Ms. Ferguson,
Yes, sir.
on this case, put it for the second week in January. That's your plea deadline date.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, January 11th is your plea deadline date. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Thank
thank
you, Judge.
you. Roger Idrogo. Roger Idrogo. Oh, just have a seat, sir. Just have him have a seat. Joaquin Mendez. Joaquin Mendez. Then we'll do a judge's warrant. Oh, no problem. Thank you.
Approach.
Yes.
Was thinking about you the other day because of a certain candy company that sent us a brochure in the mail.
Look at you.
That's all I had.
Okay, that's all you came with? I thought you were coming with a follow-up.
There's no problem.
But you know what? I should not be doing that anyway, so I appreciate it.
I looked at Susan and said, we need to go to a one with you. This was candy. I went, well, candy.
Oh, there you go. You can't beat that.
Maybe some beer.
So when's the last time you've been?
When was the last time you got candy? 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
Mhm.
Before that, because we ordered those. For a crawfish bowl at our house.
Well, my goal for next year, I need to get back to Florence. And I need to go to Paris to see the 1,000 candles of lights. And I want to make sure that I land so that I can see it, because last time my schedule was off. So it was closed. It's probably only open 2 days.
So the funny thing is, I was just sitting back here going, I looked up and I went, oh, that reminds me of the Hall of 1,000 Years in Versailles.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Versailles is just so beautiful. Even
So-
today.
So we're planning my 60th birthday party.
Mhm.
It's gonna be in Munich, but it's gonna be 3 months early.
Okay, that is gonna be so awesome. You'll have to send photos.
Everybody has to wear later.
Oh, hey. I may see you there. I may just be strolling. Hi, just strolling through.
That's, we're gonna get a taste.
Mhm.
And it's, you know, I'm gonna just put it out there. If you wanna meet us, meet us. If you don't wanna meet us, bye.
Okay, that'd be great. Yeah, put it out there.
Oh,
And then you will say, oh my gosh, what brings you here?
birthday party.
Yeah.
You okay? You're all right?
Yes.
Normally, you know. Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Really? It's like everyone's requesting transcript right now. Well, the thinker was so stressed from all this, and Wade's just gonna melt off. We didn't even encourage it right now, so. Like watch I sit there and like watch like Bravo stories in the morning and sit there like, and then this episode I get to get off. So, but the cleaning lady has been driving me crazy lately. They've been coming back again at like 7:30, 8 in the morning. I'm like, what is that?
I had to change some dates on there.
Yes, I do. I'm not, you want to know why? 'Cause my brother's birthday is 18th of February.
Yeah.
So that's why I keep thinking February and February and everything.
See, you're rushing us. You're helping father time. Be cruel to us.
I know, I wanted to go back in time, not forward in time, so.
I'm like,
Thank you, ladies. Happy holidays.
all right, happy holidays.
Yeah, she had a little bit longer. No, but I'm aware. I didn't know that was here. I didn't even say that. Sure.
Oh, all right, thank you.
Looking at looking at.
No,
Good morning. Norma, do you have an idea how busy our docket is on the third?
I can check.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Sarah?
That's correct. Yeah.
All right, Mackenzie Purvis. Thank you. All right, court is calling 2018 CR 11973 and 2019 CR 8622W, State of Texas versus Mackenzie Purvis. That party is announced for the record for the state.
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Eddie Garcia, Your Honor.
And are you Ms. Purvis?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Purvis, your attorney originally appointed to represent you was Vincent Denny Callahan,
Yes, ma'am.
but he's ill and unable to be here today. Mr. Callahan informed the coordinator that if you would like to have a new attorney appointed, he was okay with that. Or if you wanted to wait for him, you're more than welcome to wait for him. If you wait for him, we'll have to set you in the new year because that's when he'll be available. So you made the choice to have Mr. Garcia appointed. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Garcia, have you had time to confer with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
And are you waiving the time to prepare?
I am.
Ms. Purvis, I'm showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision, and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation. Did you have a chance to review those documents with your attorney, and did you understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same? Everyone, please whisper. Are you the same Mackenzie Purvis who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2018 CR 11973 for the offense of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information less than 5 items elderly on August 7, 2019 for a term of 4 years?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you the same Mackenzie Purvis who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2019 CR 8622W for the offense of theft 2,500 to 30,000 on August 7, 2019 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Your Honor, in both cases, it's going to be on the state's motion to supplement. It's going to be violated condition number 5 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Mackenzie Purvis, the then and there failed to report the supervision officer as directed for the months of March, April, May, June, and July 2023 in violation of condition number 5.
All right, and each of the motions and each of the cause numbers, how do you plead to that allegation? True or not true?
True.
All right, in each of the motions, state, are you proceeding on any other violations?
Your Honor, the state's going to waive all the violations.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition 5 and cause number 2018 CR 11973? If the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5 and cause number 2019 CR 8622W? Court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true?
Yes, ma'am.
And each of the cause numbers, the court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. And we did, at least I did talk to probation about this. So to extend both cases for 6 years in order to pay fines at $65.27 a month. An electronic leg monitor for 120 days. Full-time employment at all times. And zero tolerance of meeting financial obligation to provide yearly income verification.
All right, with regards to the state jail felony, the court can't extend her for 6 years.
Sorry about that.
So on the state jail felony, the court can only extend her. I can extend her for another year and we'll see where we are at that time.
That's fine with the state.
Okay. All right, is this the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
Are you asking the court to follow this agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can you lower your hand? All right, state your name for the record.
Mackenzie Purvis.
All right, why are you not reporting? That's the easiest thing to do on the planet is report.
Yes, ma'am, I understand. I had missed the first one, and at this time I was pregnant with my daughter and I was scared
So where's your child now that you're in custody?
with my mother.
All right, so I still don't understand why you are not reporting, because I always tell everyone if there's an issue while they're on probation to let the court know.
Yes, ma'am.
And obviously you decided not to be on probation. So is Child Protective Services involved in your life?
No, ma'am.
So is this the only child you have?
Yes, ma'am.
And does your mother want you to live with her?
Yes. She said as long as I have a full-time job, I'm more than welcome to be at her house.
And you have a job lined up?
Yes, I do.
Doing what?
A server.
Oh.
Working Tuesday through Saturday.
Where?
It's called Gigi's in Marion.
Never heard of that.
It's a little, like a family owned,
What type of food do they serve there?
like fried chicken, steak.
All right. All right, you have to be able to tell people what the menu is, what's the best thing there.
Chicken fried chicken.
Okay, I never understood chicken fried chicken. What is chicken fried chicken? Is it chicken that's fried twice?
It's without the bone.
Oh, without the bone? Oh, okay. All right, I've never had chicken fried chicken.
You've tried it.
Okay.
You have to go through the bones to eat.
Well, isn't that called chicken strips? I don't know.
It's just a big chicken strip.
Okay. All right, this is what the court will do. Then in each motion, the court will deny the motion, alternate amend conditions. And I already asked you to have full-time employment before, but you're gonna get full-time employment. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And for the court, that's 40 hours a week. So I'll deny the motion, alternate amend condition in each cause number to include full-time employment. No employment as a home health care provider with minors. And that's to be done within 30 days of release.
Yes, ma'am.
She is to reside with her mother. What else are you all asking for? The GPS is going to be a problem because she doesn't have a job, so she can't afford GPS.
I'm gonna address that, Judge. It kind of defeats the purpose. She wouldn't have any money to pay. I would suppose that the court would want whatever money is available to go to the complainants.
Yes.
I know we could possibly do weekly reporting for 30 days.
All right, so we'll do weekly reporting for 30 days, but I'll allow her to do that by Zoom since she's going to be working. If you're working, then you do it by Zoom. If you're not working, you need to show up in person. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much money does she owe and what rate are she's going to pay at? I think in 2019, it says that she owes $3,345.24. Have you paid any restitution?
$200 worth, ma'am.
I'm sorry, what?
Just 200.
All right, so she's paid 200, she's saying.
On
And then 2018, I have $7,273.26.
On the 2018,
Mhm.
there's been a total credit of $230, which leaves the balance for the restitution at $6,993. On the 2019 case, there's not been any credits, or there's been a credit of $40 toward the restitution, which leaves the amount due. The balance is $3,305.24.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna extend you in 2018. I'm gonna extend you for 6 years. That's for you to be able to pay off what you owe.
Yes, ma'am.
If you pay it off early, then counsel of the court will consider early termination.
Yes, ma'am.
Probation, since she's extended for a year in the 2019 case, I'm gonna want restitution to go there first. And then once that's paid off, then we can start with the restitution in the 2018 case.
Your Honor, is that, with extending 1 year, that would be extending a year from August the 6th of 2023. We want to add a couple of months to make it a year from today.
Yes. So it'll be a year from today. And then here's the thing, if you still owe money in that case and you haven't paid it, there are other things that the court can do. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't think you want a conviction, right? Okay. And I'm going to want parenting classes from her. Once she completes the parenting classes, I'll deem the 200 hours of community service satisfied.
Yes, ma'am.
And is that on both cases?
Yes, that'll be on both cases. All right. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
Your Honor, I will have to point out that we don't have any recent UAs on file.
All right.
Last year analysis we had on file was August of 2022.
All right, we're gonna do a UA upon release. And then thereafter, it'll be regular random UAs.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we gonna have any drug issues with you?
No, ma'am.
All right, UA upon release and then thereafter regular random UAs. Is there anything else, probation?
No, Judge.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if you don't want to be on probation, Deputy Laura, everybody will tell you, it breaks my heart when people, get revoked off probation, because I'm hoping that they'll be successful. But I will send people to prison. Now, in your case, on one case, you're looking at potentially doing 10 years in the prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So here on out, everything you do, you need to keep that at the forefront of your mind. And you realize that you have a child, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I know you don't want to get out of prison and discover that she is 10 years old, because that could end up happening. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. If anything comes up and you need something and you feel like probation is not addressing it, you can always come back to court.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate it.
You bet, Your Honor.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
got you. I have to have you sign one more document.
All right, who's here on Ernest Ramon? Ernest Ramon, come forward. We're taking a detour. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm thinking.
All right, everyone. Here are the rules, everybody. If you put your file on the prosecutor's desk, they will call you when they are ready for you. If y'all gonna keep this aisle congested the way it's congested now and something goes down, if something goes down and you end up getting run over by someone, guess what? I'm gonna file an affidavit to let them know that the deputies did everything they could and you were just in the way. So if you don't want to get run over, if something happens, everyone needs to find a seat. The probation officer will call you when they are ready to confer with you. All right, where are we on this?
The state has made an offer, Your Honor. I believe defense respectfully is not, they would like to not take a state's offer, and they'd like, of course, as it's on the trial docket, a date in the future, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, Mr. Ramon, do you want a jury trial?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Ferguson, I'm gonna need a jury trial. How long are you expecting this trial to last?
No more than 2 days, Your Honor.
All right. It's a 2-day trial. And counsel, would you like a second chair?
A second chair?
Yes, a second chair attorney. Yes.
Oh. Second, another attorney?
It would be an attorney to sit with you to help assist. Would you like one?
Okay.
All right. All right, we're gonna come up January 16th for jury trial. And Ms. Ferguson, get a second chair on this case.
I'll contact Matt.
David McClure. Are you on the appointment list?
I am. Grab the notes for you.
Okay. All right, let's have a seat. We're gonna have a second chair appointed before you leave, so you know who that is, okay?
And you said it'll be on January 16th?
Yes, that's a jury trial. So if you all both will wait, we'll have a second chair to assist, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome.
I appreciate the judge. Okay, yes, sir.
Here's the word.
I think so. I talked to Lauren just a little bit. That's out. Lauren from Logan, they got third chair. Who's like something.
All right, Norma, what page is Ms. Lopez on? Because I don't see him on the docket. Ernest Ramon. Let me double check. Thank you.
So she may text you about Zoom.
Johnny Alvarez, then after that, it will be Christopher Morrison.
Good morning, Ted.
Good morning.
He's in the middle. On the right. Every court's different.
All right, who's the prosecutor on this? It's aggravated robbery. All right, today is plea deadline date, so where are we?
They made us an offer that we are not going to accept.
All right. Are all of these cases out of the same occurrence?
Yes, Judge.
All right. How long you expect the jury trial?
2 to 3 days, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date, criminal trial division, 2 to 3 days. All right, we'll come back on February 6th for your jury trial. You'll be brought over dressed in whatever civilian clothing you have at the jail. If you wish to be attired in something different, you'll need to do a clothing exchange. If there's an issue with the clothing exchange, just let the court know and we'll see if we can expedite things. Before parties leave today, I'm gonna need an acknowledgement of discovery done.
Yes, I asked him friendly. Yes.
All right, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
These are done. Christopher Morrison.
Morrison's appearing by Zoom.
Yes. Mr. Morrison, you need to start your video. It appears your client's not ready. All right, thank you. Ah, here he is. He's here. All right, so where are we on the additional 911?
There's significant missing discovery, Your Honor.
What is missing?
There are a number of accompanying cases. We have the main case, but there were different calls to 911 and different calls, different responses made by the police. We have none of that.
So what specifically is missing? That's what I need to know.
So Judge, I was speaking with Javier here. He was pointing out specific things where I was trying to find them in discovery where I could not find the things that they were requesting.
Okay.
I don't remember the specifics off the top of my head because I was discussing with Javier that he sent me a follow-up email of exactly what they were missing.
All right,
So I
so
can bring the detective in.
this is what needs to be done. There needs to be a list provided to the state of what is missing. And that needs to be done by December 29th.
Very good.
And we are coming back for one final discovery setting. And that will be the 4th week in January. Ms. Ferguson, I need a reset date for discovery the week of January 22nd.
I can do the 25th.
All right, and January 25th will be the final discovery date in this case.
Thank you.
And at that time, the state is going to tender an offer as well.
Mr. Morrison appeared to that hearing by Zoom as well. Your Honor.
Wait, just 1 second. And then with the mental health discovery, do y'all have that?
I believe that's one of the things that we're working on.
All right. All right. Yes, he can appear by Zoom for that date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Anything else? All right, Mr. Morrison, you wanted to say something?
Oh, no, ma'am. I heard my name and just responded out of reflex.
Okay. All right. We'll see you on the 25th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Ivan Pacheco. Hello.
Just talking to Jason, it looks like he stepped out.
Yes, he stepped out. All right, so where are we on this case?
Go to the first setting. And in the file, there is a flash drive that I don't believe is on the on e-discovery. So the state is going to upload it. And so I can review it with my client.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on this case, recall it in 30 days for discovery.
Yes, ma'am. I can do January 11th.
All right, we're going to come back on January 11th for discovery in the state to make an offer.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else?
Nothing to say.
Yeah, Judge.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who's here on Jose Cavazos? Yes. All right, and who's the prosecutor who's working on this DNA? Where are we?
We've got Matt Howard and Lauren Zamora. Lauren says she's available by Zoom. She's working remotely today. Matt's on a cruise, I'm assuming for the holidays.
All right, well, let's Zoom Lauren in.
Okay, we can do that.
All right.
The Zoom, what's the Zoom contact? Can I let her know? literally texting her right now.
Okay, I will, I can email her as well
Perfect.
and let her know she's receiving a request through her county email.
Okay.
All right. All right, just give us a moment as soon as she. Yes,
That's on my case.
yes.
I was asking for, well, you said 30 days, 30 days from now is the day I'm going to be in presiding court.
Okay.
We could do 1 week further than that, it's the 25th.
All right.
Is
So
that-
she put it on January 11th. That's when you're in presiding?
But that, no, that's less than 30 days from now.
Oh, yeah.
Just trying to give myself some more time and so we can get it all.
Okay. All right, and when are you gonna be in presiding? All right, Norma, can we bring this back on the 16th? All right, January 16th discovery.
Okay.
Everyone, the court is recessing at noon. So this is the way things are gonna go. It is now 11:30. At 11:45, there is no need for you all to rush up here in a hurry because that's when we're cutting things off. So to everyone else in the courtroom, if your attorney's not here, you probably should pick up the phone and call them. And everyone who's left on the docket, you will be back on at 1:30. To those who are on bond and you were late for the docket this morning, do not be late for the afternoon docket because there will be consequences. Deputy Laura. Yeah. The third one is escaping me. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out. It's gonna come to me. Jose Cavazos.
Yes.
All right, Lauren Zamora is joining. Lauren? Hello.
morning.
Good morning. Where are we on this DNA?
So Mr. McLean's private investigator submitted it at the end of September. I know they were told that it was going to be an 11-month backlog and indicated that the district attorney might be able to expedite that. I know Matt was going to get in touch with our admin to see if they had any, I guess, issue with that. We don't have any issue as the CIU, so that's where it stands. And I know it's in the line. I know Matt is out today and I am not able to talk to him directly, but I don't have any indication that it's moving other than from the 11-month stage where it was delivered.
I mean, there's nothing I can do to rush.
And I know Matt actually requested, I saw the email where he requested it to expedite it. You know, whether or not that fell on deaf ears or not, I have no idea, but I know he at least tried. So.
All right, we can put it in March.
Okay.
And then if somebody has a contact number, if nobody mind my calling, I'll see what we can do. So on the March date, if you all can give me the contact information, we can all get on a phone call and see. Ms. Ferguson, I need a date in March on Mr. Cavazos. All right, we'll come back on March 7th.
Perfect.
All right, thank you. Thanks for zooming in.
Thanks, Lauren.
Thanks, Judge. Appreciate it. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Thank you, Judge.
The interpreter's here.
Derek Reyes. Derek Reyes. Leslie Cox.
Reyes is just in the room. Which one do you want first?
All right, let's do it with Reyes. All right, so what is happening in this case?
Judge, we've been looking to make sure I've got all my evidence. Daniel did discover that there were some photos missing. He's received those from the police now. Those are being uploaded.
Mhm.
So that we believe that that would be the last of the discovery.
All right, I'm gonna give you one final plea deadline date. That will be it.
Okay.
Ms. Ferguson, set this for the week of January 8th for a plea deadline date. All right, January 9th.
Yes, ma'am.
And once you sign the reset form, he is excused. Ms. Cox? Hello. Good morning. All right, where are we on this case?
Judge, the last setting, I requested blood discovery.
Yes.
The state has it, but I went to the fourth floor. I don't have a copy, so getting that to me.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson, recall this for January 9th as well. And it'll be to make sure that you have all discovery, and on that date states you need to be prepared to tender an offer. All right, is there anything else?
No, Judge, that's it.
All right, thank you. All right, this is the last case we're taking up before break, these two cases, and that will be Estrada Perez. Everyone else will come back at 1:30. And there's no application in this case. Court is calling 2023 CR 2763E, State of Texas versus Lazaro Alfonso Estrada Perez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Miguel Hernandez for the defense.
And is there a plea on one case only?
Yes, Judge, it should be on 2023 CR 2763E. There is something I wanted to bring up about discovery though, but we can do that whenever that comes up.
All right. Are you Mr. Estrada Perez?
Yes.
All right. Okay, off the record for a moment. All right, everyone, do not approach the coordinator when I'm on the record. Everyone, this is the last case I'm calling before lunch. So everybody else, we've been here since 9. You'll need to be back at 1:30, the end. All right, we're back on the record. Are you Mr. Estrada Perez?
Yes.
Are you the interpreter?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm you will faithfully translate from English into Spanish and Spanish into English, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Norma Nero.
Mr. Estrada Perez, all of the documents that I'm going to review with you, they are in English. For those documents, review with you in Spanish.
Yes.
And counsel, do you speak Spanish?
I do, Your Honor.
And do you speak it fluently?
I do, Your Honor.
And have you been able to communicate with your client in Spanish?
I have, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
We believe we have, Your Honor, and I have looked it over as much as I can.
All right, and state.
Judge, so the reason why I wanted to bring this up is that there were 2 discovery acknowledgements filed in this case. One of them for this case number, but then another one filed for the accompanying case number. My understanding is that on Verific and e-discovery, it shows up all the discovery on the other case, but it's the companion one to this one. So I'm just making sure the defense had access to that other one. I remember dropped off a hard drive and I gave them a copy of everything. We have, Your Honor, and we did look at everything.
All right, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Estrada Perez, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor, we're proceeding on count 1, waiving count 2.
Any objection?
None at all.
And you're proceeding on both paragraph A and B?
Yes.
Mr. Estrada Perez, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense in count 1 of aggravated kidnapping? That's a first-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Estrada Perez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No. No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No. No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
No. No.
Counsel, did you advise the defendant on his immigration status and the impact this plea would have upon him?
Yes, Your Honor, and he did have an interview for a Padilla letter, and they recommended, of course, that something a lot less than being offered, but because it is a serious felony. And knowing all that, he's permission to follow the agreement.
Mr. Estrada Perez, did you have a chance to speak with an immigration attorney concerning the impact this plea would have on your immigration status?
Yes.
Do you remember that attorney's name?
No, I'm looking for. No, I don't remember.
This image and
It was from the public defender, so yes, it was Miss May Sarah.
All right. Did she advise you of the consequences of pleading no contest or guilty and the impact it will have on your immigration status?
Yes.
That advice include possible consequences such as deportation, the denial of naturalization or re-entry into the United States?
Yes.
And do you understand the impact this plea will have on your immigration status?
Yes.
And knowing the impact this case will have on your immigration status, do you still wish to go forward with the plea?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 1. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There are no applications. They're taking in consideration 2023 CR 2764E. Did you also understand that if the court find that there was a deadly weapon involved, the court will find a deadly weapon finding?
Yes.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea?
Yes.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is.
Did you review the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to count one, paragraph A and B, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State all proceeds exhibit what all attachments. We have chance to review, Your Honor, no objections.
Thank you. Mr. Perez, did you have a chance to review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence state's exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We would ask that you follow the plea bargaining agreement made with the state, Your Honor, and impose a 10-year sentence.
All right, anything you wish to say, Mr. Estrada Perez?
No.
All right, the court will find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Take in consideration 2023 CR 2764E. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, and I'm also going to put in the judgment, no illegal re-entry into the United States. All right, if you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Estrada Perez, in this world, you have to learn one thing. And that one thing you need to learn is you cannot build your happiness on somebody else's misery. Do you understand? Yes. All right, good luck to you. You're excused. All right, Norma, these are the people coming back at 1:30.
Maybe excuse your.
Yes, thank you so much.